My name's Louise Bowen. I'm the Collections Officer for the Fishing Heritage Centre, and I care for the collections at the Fishing Heritage Centre, but also the collections that we have in store, and they total about 60,000 objects covering a wide range of topics, from fishing to archaeology, costume, ephemera, social history, so things like shops and local industries and the home, and artwork as well. I also look after the displays at the Heritage Centre, temporary and permanent, and we have lots of collection around the fishing industry that's on display throughout the centre. So the collection in itself, although most of it is in storage, we do try and rotate collection, not only in the permanent exhibitions of the Heritage Centre like this room here, but also in our temporary exhibition galleries. We have the Muriel Barker Gallery and the Doughty Gallery, and those two spaces rotate quite regularly, so we can make sure that we get some of the collection that we have in store out on display. So the collection, for me, the collection is really important, because even though we obviously have the Fishing Heritage Centre and our fishing heritage is really important, and we like to shout about that and make sure everybody knows how important a fishing port this was, particularly through the 1950s, it's really nice to talk about the other aspects of the collection, because Grimsby is a lot more than just fishing. Fishing is fantastic, but actually Grimsby has a really rich heritage that covers a whole manner of different themes. And it's really important to have a collection like that, because it allows people to make sense of their heritage, make sense of their past. This is one of the ship models that we have in the collection. We have about 160 ship models in total, and this is the largest. This is a model of the Narkunda, which was built in 1918 and entered service for the P&O line as a passenger liner in 1920. She was requisitioned as a troop ship in World War II, and unfortunately bombed and sunk in 1942 just off the coast of Algeria. So it's a really impressive model, and it's actually one of the models that in our most famous bequest in the collection, which is the Doughty bequest. So the Doughty bequest is a collection of ship models, ceramics and artworks that were given to the people of Grimsby by George Doughty and his son William Vere Doughty, and they collected many objects over their lifetime. They were very prominent local people. They were MPs, they owned local businesses, and they collected a number of objects over their lifetime, which they gave to the people of Grimsby, and that actually formed the beginning of the museum service, and we've built on that collection ever since. So that's about 200 objects in total, and this is one of the largest objects from that collection. It's obviously really impressive, and my favourite as well. So with collections, I think the really important thing is that they're a physical connection with the past. So when people look at objects, they're able to get a sense of their own heritage, and the heritage of the place that they live, and the heritage of the people that lived here before them. And I think that's really important, because it helps you to gain a sense of place, and your sense of place in the world, and a sense of the past, and a sense of where you've come from, which helps to build your identity. And having collections is a really important physical representation of that, and that's what we're trying to do with our collection.